developing world is developing fast. They're moving out of the countryside into the cities. They've got an excess of what you're calling bad fires. And they will now be in a transition as they urbanize, as they move from developing to developed countries. They don't have to make the same mistakes these developed countries did. No. What's your advice to them of how to, say India, to make the transition and include fire in a wholesome way?
Well, India is a bad example because
they're
still so influenced by the Brits that they don't want any fire, at least in principle. Mexico is an interesting one.
Okay,
and
go
they
there.
have actually now enacted, at least in law, a principle for prescribed fire. So they went for a while. In 1998, they had a very bad fire season. A lot of people killed. A lot of aid, misguided aid from the U.S. and elsewhere to sort of build up a fire suppression organization. So they were trying that, and they realized this doesn't make any sense in this country at all. And they need to adapt their traditional agricultural burning to different purposes. And this law will allow them to begin moving in that case. So they are actually slowly taking the right steps. We missed a great opportunity with the breakup of the Soviet Union and all those new countries to give them another model than the Soviet one, which was strictly a paramilitary approach. They had 8,500 smoke jumpers, cross-trained for repellers. They used explosive cord. It was just a command and control system applied to fire, and it was a disaster. I mean, it works. All these things work very well for a few years, and then the blowback comes, and fire is out of control completely. So they lost it. Much of the world is going the wrong way. So they're taking fire and putting it into urban. Greece, for example, poor Greece, got so many problems of other sorts. But they also took fire away from their forestry service, which managed it on the land, gave it basically to urban fire services, which have no idea. So they lost the countryside, which is now overgrowing, which is now burning, and now they can't control it. It's gone. So I think we missed a chance to tell people what are the right institutions for fire. How do you support a fire science program? And part of it is that we've never studied that. That it's never that kind of social science history has never been considered legitimate research topic. You study fire behavior, or you study fire ecology, you do the natural science stuff. That will tell us what we need. And it's not telling us how to make it happen on the ground.